Welcome to this video. My name is Hannes Knechtges. I'm happy that you're here because I'm gonna answer you a very important question, and the question is, how often should I practice? I get asked that question very often in comments, in mails, whatever, and I have some really important information for you, so stay to the very end of the video to get all the cool tips and tricks I have for you to be a very good guitar playing, a very good practicing guitar player. And before we start, I want to recommend you to take a look at the video description. There you will find my completely free, amazing ebook where you will find tons of cool information and lessons, and it's totally for free. You don't have to drop your email or anything like this. It just goes out to you. Just click the link and you get it immediately. So, how often should I practice, Hannes? It's an easy and at the same time difficult question because there are some things to consider. Of course, it's good when you practice a lot, hours a day, but most people don't have that much time on their hands because they have a job, they have kids. I mean, you can combine certain things, and this is point number one. Try to bring your practice session in your daily routine. I mean, practice as often as you can is better than just practicing once every 2 weeks for 1 hour or something. Maybe you can put it in front of, or when you brush your teeth or whatever, or when you play with your kids, take your guitar and play something for them or something like this. Try to grab the guitar as often as possible, even if it's just a small amount of time, like 5 or 10 minutes or something like this. But try to bring it in your daily routine. And then the question is, what do you practice? I mean, of course, you can do a lot of stuff, and I find myself also sometimes just noodling around, playing some random stuff, and I don't think about it at all. It's nice to relax with that. I know. I totally understand. But if you want to become better and at the same time you're frustrated because you think, oh, I don't become a better player, I'm stuck, whatever, and you think, oh, I have to practice like 3 hours a day, this is the only way. No, I think you have to be more focused. And this means when you have, for example, a problem changing between two chords, for example, between G and D. G and D major. Play the G chord first. Let's check the G chord. Everything seems fine. I mean, you could take a look. Are you playing the chord in a proper way? It might be that your fingers are here and not here, because this is a good position. You have to be as close to the frets as possible. And this is the first step. Try to be aware of the pressure you need to build the chord. When you play the chord here, it's way harder to create a sound. And then, when you want to switch to D, and you always fail when you do that, do a dry exercise. Really make sure your fingers know where to go, to what fret, on what string, and on the very spot you need to focus on. Don't play, as I said before, here. Play here. You know, make sure you're on the very right spot. I mean, you're obviously in the right fret, but are you also in the right spot of the fret? You know what I mean? Make sure you're practicing as good as you can and as focused as you can. Do that without strumming or anything at all. And then after a while, you did that for 5 minutes before you brush your teeth. You're in the evening, right before you brush your teeth, and then you take your pick and you do something like this. Try to change the finger position all at once, and only strum every chord once. This is just an example. So, you know, you bring that into your daily routine, make small packages, and be as focused as possible. Try to take a look at where's the problem, what's going wrong here, why doesn't it work, what's going on. With this, when you do that just 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day for 2 weeks, let's say, just try it out. I will tell you, you will master that chord progression like hell. And if you have several things on your mind and you think, I don't have that much time, do that for 5 minutes in the morning, and then you want to say, I always forget how to play my A minor pentatonic. Play that. Just do a dry exercise to really focus on one hand, and then you bring it together in the evening. and then you mix those two things. Don't do something like 1 hour, just the whole pentatonic all the time. Try to make for 10 minutes like the pentatonic, and then you go back to the chords. Try to work on several things that you want to learn and switch between them so your fingers get a new input there. As I said before, when you ask me the question, how long should I practice? It really depends on how focused you practice. There can be someone that's playing like 2 hours a day and just fails on developing his skills because he's just doing the same mistakes all over again. He doesn't really listen to what he's doing and stuff like this. And someone who's just practicing 10 minutes or 5 minutes in the morning or in the evening gets better results because he really knows what he has to work on. I think this is the most important thing you have to consider when asking me that very question. I hope I could bring some light into the dark here because it can be really frustrating if you don't get better, and I think this is often a big problem there. So keep that in mind and try to get the guitar playing into your daily routine. Try to play and grab the guitar as often as possible and try to work on things, actually. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope you learned something here. My name is Hannes Knechtges, and see you in the next video. Take care, bye.